You don't always know what life's going to unfold down the road. All you need to do is have the courage to make it one step at a time, one day at a time, and do that which you believe is morally right. And that's what they did. And that's, you can't see, I don't know what you can see, but that's Daddy overseeing a crowd. And then this is a photograph. You can't even see Uncle Martin. I don't think you can because of the sun. But that's Daddy there with Uncle Martin beside the bus. And then they started to arrest them because they tried to say that a bus boycott was illegal. So this is my father's mugshot, like Rose's mugshot. And then this is Uncle Martin's arrest because Uncle Martin had then been in Atlanta. He found out that they were coming to arrest him. And he was so frightened. He's like, Ralph, will you go with me? I can't go alone. And the thing about Uncle Martin is, you know, he was a reluctant hero. He didn't want to lead a movement. He was kind of shy and gentle, totally gentle in his spirit. And they decided that Uncle Martin would be the leader because he had this great voice. And he was a prolific speaker. And the deacon of his church, when they were trying to decide who would head the movement, nominated Uncle Martin. And so Uncle Martin was like, okay. And then because Daddy had organized it, they decided that he would be the number 2 guy, and then he named it the Montgomery Improvement Association, and that they would work together because they were best friends. He wasn't prepared for all that was about to come, but he was willing to go the distance because my dad said, we'll do this together, you won't be alone. And they chose Uncle Martin. The other reason is because he was the only minister who had a doctor in front of his name. He was Dr. Martin Luther King, and because he was working on getting his PhD. And so black people assumed, and it's true, people will respect you more if you are Dr. somebody, as opposed to Mr. or even Reverend. So just by virtue of the fact that he was getting his doctorate in philosophy, that's why he was chosen. Anyway, this is his mugshot right there. Can you all see that? Can anyone see that back there? Oh, good. And that's him beside a bus. They didn't plan for this to be a nonviolent movement. But Bayard Rustin came down from the Fellowship of Reconciliation on that first day, and Uncle Martin had met Bayard Rustin at Morehouse College. But what happened was Bayard was a homosexual, and those were different times. And people would discriminate against you because of your sexuality, which was wrong. Ultimately, it was seriously wrong. But Bayard came down and gave them this wonderful idea, and he was a member of an organization called the Fellowship of Reconciliation. So then Uncle Martin said, well, Bayard's going to have to leave. And so my dad had to tell Bayard he had to leave. And literally for the rest of his life, Bayard would be angry with my father. But it wasn't Daddy's idea. And Uncle Martin was just following along with convention. But Glenn Smiley then came down, a white man. A wonderful, wonderful, wonderful spirit. And he was the man who taught Daddy and Uncle Martin the principles of nonviolence. And he also taught me the principles of nonviolence as well with Reverend Jim Lawson in Los Angeles. When Los Angeles was burning and the city's on fire, and I had never gone west of 1/4 of the city, and I'm living in the beach dwelling thinking I'm an actress and I've arrived and all of that. And all of a sudden Los Angeles starts burning. And for the first time I felt at home. I knew exactly what I was supposed to do. I went into the middle of where the city was burning. I got a broom and I just started sweeping and picking up trash on the streets. And I knew what to do and where to be, and I got on a line and I was helping people. And in the midst of all of that chaos was Glenn Smiley, this old white man in his 80s. And my life all of a sudden seemed to have meaning and understanding, and all of a sudden I was answering the call. But Glenn is the one. But in this, I don't know if you all can see this photograph up here. That's Daddy on the right and Rosa. In the middle is a girl named Karis Horton, whose father, Miles Horton, ran the Highlander Folk School where they learned nonviolence in Mount Eagle, Tennessee. And then behind Karis is Pete Seeger, who wrote the song, We Shall Overcome.